January 10th, 2010. I listened to the Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed, Surah 7, a jasmine scent offering, symbolizing protection. I meditated with the J.D. Hall translation, Jews 16, 531 to 6:18 p.m. And let's remember that the J.D. Hall is English only. The end credits and biography of General Esposito, the Great World Religions series, Islam, number 1 through 4. Sleep CD on Abdul Ghani, Surah 10. And I read Saudi Aramco World, January, February 2010. And on the Monday, the 11th, the N.J. Dawood translation to the end of Surah 17. I'll watch the Great World Religions, Islam 1 through 4. I meditated at 1:21 to 2:10 a.m. I meditated with the J.D. Hall translation, Jews 17, 3:50 to 4:55, and 8 to 9. 18 and 19. Okay. And the 20th Jews out of 30, 9:08 to 10:10 a.m. A cherry scent offering representing fertility. And I listened to Bayan al-Quran, Israr Ahmed. Oh, 05. Oh, 6. Okay. It was 5 the day before. 7 on the 12th. Meditated with J.D. Hall, Jews 21. And 4:55 to 5:05 a.m. Cinnamon was the scent offering, and that represented inspiration. I watched the Great World Religions, Islam 5 through 8. And on the 13th, 9 through 12, and listened to Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed, doing the translation, commentary, and of course reading the Arabic, Surah 8. I listened to Fahim al-Quran, Part 4 of the 28th Jews through Part 30. I listened to that segment more than usual for some reason. Oh yeah, it's probably because they're... Does that start with 67? So a cinnamon scent offering. Imand? Okay, I don't even know what I was... Oh, knowledge. Okay. Oh, I broke it into two. I usually don't do that with a word like cinnamon. Okay, so I listened to end credits and the biography, Great World Religions, Islam. Okay, watch that. Okay, on the 14th of January. Oh, we have a Hare Krishna program. So, over time, I'm going to go over these and I'm going to do something with them. So, Bayan al-Quran, Surah 9. I'm listing out the times here. I don't need to read that. I painted the 7 chakra sunrise out the southeast of my grandparents. Maybe I should find the file and say something about it in a video, even though I don't have the painting. I don't think any of my art, you know, I think they should have kept the art, particularly from family and stuff, that, but they had to be quick, of course, after my grandparents died. So, orange scent offering, beauty. Jews 23, 5:27 through 6:07 a.m. 24, 7:15 through 7:44 p.m. And these, of course, were meditations with the J.D. Hall translation. Jews 22, 5:52 through 3:52 to 4:30 a.m. And I read through the end of Surah 18 in the N.J. Dawood translation. That one may appear on the channel if it's from the 50s. It's getting about, you know, next decade will be time to share that, won't it? I read the light of the Bhagavad Gita 1 through 6 and I through VI and 1 through 55. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. I watched 7 through 12 and the end credits of the Great World Religions Islam. Listened to Fahim al-Quran, Surah al-Baqarah, Bayan al-Quran, Surah 10, 11 the next day on the 16th. The meditation was J.D. Hall, Jews 25, 7:41 to 8:15 a.m. Oh, I guess, was that a Friday? Okay. Fahim al-Quran 28, 1 through 3. 1 through 3 or 4. 26, 5:55 to 6:31 p.m. Oh, were all those meditations on the Friday instead of the Saturday? Perhaps. Wisdom, I cut out Futhark runes out of the something... Oh, it's Tales of the Undead, something about Denmark. The early cultures, the Great World Religions 1 through 4. The world of the Veda, from the early culture of India. Oh, okay. So I was watching the Great World Religions Hinduism course. 1 through 4. Okay. Then credits and the biography. 5, page 56 through 154 of the Light of the Bhagavata. And I started listening to the Ramayana written by Rajagopalachani, narrated by Amalabhakta. And so I was trying to write down the chapters of it. The conception, sage, Rama leaves home. I'll say more about these later. The 17th, I listened to the Ramayana 43 through 74. Bayan al-Quran, Surah 12. Islamic point of view, Muhammad Najib. Something poverty, pathways. Maristica fragrans offering divination. Is that myrrh or what is that? I watched the BBC, the Celts extras of the series with Mike. I thought I made a video, but I think maybe the video got deleted, so I'll have to watch the series again and make another comment. Other than just the ridiculous, it's like, I know the music video was, I knew the music video was just, it was a music video. It wasn't like it was, like anything there was literally how the, like it was a live production of anything or, a recording of history or something. So, but particularly the music video, the guy swinging around the sword on top of a skyscraper and stuff. It was just, that was, everybody can agree how ridiculous that looked, but maybe not everybody. Hymns of the Sages. Felt the new effects of the use of, I watched the Great World Religions, Hinduism, cast something. I read page I through 105. I through CIV, 105, 104. Of the Upanishads, Max Muller. Oh, that's an old enough one that I can share that. Women and the Stages of Life. Okay, I don't. So on the 18th, Syringa Vulgaris, Scent Offering, Gentleness. Is that a candle? Silver bells, maybe? And that Monday, I've read through the end of Surah 19 with the N.J. Dawood translation. I wrote out Surah 68, 51, and 52. I watched the end credits and the biography of the Hinduism series, 1 through 4. And I was listening to the Tulasi program, The Life of Tulasi Devi, Amala Bhaktadasa, Bayan al-Quran, Surah 13. And the next day, the 19th, 14, Srimad Bhagavatam, narrated by Bhaktadasa, Canto 1. And I wrote out Surah 3, 198 through 200. The last 10 are good ones to say as Tahajjud, as-Salat, which is the waking after sleep in the before dawn, or at least rest. So 9 through 12 of the Great World Religions, Hinduism. I read page 145 to 154 of Televikara, or Ken Upanishad. I meditated with J.D. Hall, Jews 28, 441 through 5:23 a.m. and the 29th, 7:12 through 5 QP. Oh, through 50. 7:12 through 7:50. Okay. A rose scent offering. Well, I wrote out Surah 7, Ayat 206. I listened to Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed, Surah 15. And on the 21st, the 16th, and I wrote out Surah 13, 15, and Enochian Key 7. 1040 something. So a Myristica fragrance. Was that worm? Was that myrrh or no? Myrrh. I'm thinking it's myrrh. Dreams. I meditated with J.D. Hall. Jews 30, 7:38 to 8:18 a.m. 9, 10, 11, and 12. I listened to from Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed. I read through the end of Surah 20, the N.J. Dawood translation. Of course, I'm reading the Arabic with this. Clairvoyance was the symbolism on the 22nd of January for the myrrh scent offering. And 1:42 to 2:01 p.m. with the Enochian Key number 19, Author 7. I watched 1 through 4, the end credits and the biography to the Hinduism program. I read 155 to 268 of Itareya and Ranga Kelsav Upanishad. Okay, listen to Canto 2, the Cosmic Manifestation, from the Srimad Bhagavatam translation. Maybe I'll have to say something about every chapter, won't I? So on the 23rd, listen to Bayan al-Quran, Surah 18. And I wrote out what did I write out? The next prostration verse in the sequence? Perhaps. And I watched National Geographic Explorer. Basta Island. Bhagasatras Samhita Brahmana, 309 to 320 of that Upanishad book. I watched 5 through 8 of the Great World Religions Hinduism program. And so these are the names of the Bhagavatam program. And we have a chant that we're working with here, so we're going to share that before we finish January, aren't we? So on the 24th, I listened to Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Isra Ahmed, Surah 19, 20, and 21. I watched The Great World Religions, Hinduism, 9 through 12, and Enochian Key number 9, 545 to 615. The 8th, 7:35 to 7:49 p.m. The 6th, 9:33 to whatever time I fell asleep. A 25-letter chant from the 10th of the 2nd month of 1429, 1,440 times. Harmony was the scent offering symbolism for the myrrh. I wrote out Surah 17, 109 through 107 through 109. I read page 1 through 66 of the Illustrated Kama Sutra, Anga and Ranga, or what was that called? I read through the end of Surah 21, the N.J. Dawood translation on the 25th. A myrrh scent offering representing sleep. I painted I was working on the Angalorum Bonorum painting. So the Heptarchy Enochian thing, but maybe I was using the grids. I think I was painting the grids at this point. The 7 by 7 tablets. And Baal Cross, Surah 22, 23, 24. Okay. And on the 26th, that would have been the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th. And the Srimad Bhagavatam, narrated by Amala Bhaktadasa, Canto 3, The Status Quo. Listen to that. I watched The Great World Religions, Hinduism, 5 through 8. And I painted the grid for the Bonorum tablets. Okay. I was right. As I go over this, I tend to remember things. Remember my vision that I shared, or the Book of Bonorum. The Book of Bonorum is how I've expressed that. Although I feel like at some point I'm going to experience more. Maybe I'll have to write the third Book of Bonorum and the fourth Book of Bonorum to add further explanation of those and mix it in with whatever experience I'm going to have. And read 67 through 112 of the Illustrated Kama Sutra. And on the 27th, end credits and biography 9 through 12 of the Hinduism program. And I painted the lettering of the Angalorum Bonorum. The center is green, and the center is just ba-ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, 49 times. And so Surah 30, 29, 30, 31, and 32 of Bayan al-Quran was what I listened to. And the chant. Don't have the translation with me here, do I? So, but I don't even list it. Okay. Psychic development was the symbolism of the myrrh scent offering. And Enochian Key 19, author 11. 5:28 to 5:43 p.m. I try to do about an hour of Enochian meditation on days that I've been home fully. Been doing this for years. It's more about the practice than I do have experiences and all that stuff, but honestly, if you're not making it part of your mental development and your devotion, it's pretty boring to do all that time and you're going to have less results. So you got to give up on just, I need to have the great visions, and I need to, you'll learn how to stay still and all sorts of stuff over time. So on Thursday, the 28th, we have 33, 34, 35, and 36 from the Bayan al-Quran. Listen to to part 4 of 28, the Faham al-Quran, through the rest of the Quran, and 1 through 4 in the end credits of the Hinduism program. And amongst the psychedelic clouds, I watched scenes and formulas. I watched senses and formulas. Okay, but that was with the Enochian key number 19, author 9, and that was 11:06 p.m. to 2:07 a.m. Clove scent offering, steam offering. What did that represent? I read to the end of Surah 22 of the N.J. Dawood translation. Okay, what does that say? So there were formulas that I saw. Pentaposipim? That doesn't make any sense. So on the 29th, 23 through 118, the N.J. Dawood translation, read end of Surah 23, 5 through 8, orange scent offering representing beauty. With the hurricane right now, you may want to find some orange, wouldn't you? And we have Surah 37, 38, 39, and 40 from the Bayan al-Quran. And on the 30th, likewise, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Listen to Canto 4, the creation of the fourth order. And 9 through 12, and the end credits and biography from the Hinduism program. Pre-Zohar Taslim, post-Asr, the Tabligh program. So I showed up about midday, and I left after most of the afternoon was over with. I read to the end of Surah 24:64, the N.J. Dawood translation, and I was writing out the names. I'll make comments when I do my own video about the Bhagavatam. Well, it's obviously going to be a series. You have, 90 hours or something, the audio translation, isn't it? So on the 31st of January, the Bhagavatam Canto 5, the creative impetus, and there was a potluck at Masjid An-Nur. I'm not sure at the point what it was. I repeatedly, 1,560 times was my repetition of Yosbrian, yep, Ina, Udsimp, Bagli, Yanse, Kapimau. I read the Upanishads, translated by Max Mueller, in 2 parts. Part 2, I through LII, so 1 through 52, and 0 through 48 proper. Orange scent offering, brightened disposition. It's one's own attachment to these things that has the effect. I watched the Great World Religions, Hinduism 1 through 4. And on the 1st of February, 5 through 8, the sleep CD on Abdul Ghani, Surah 76. I discussed the Benorim painting and Hanukkah and portions of the Ramayana with the next door neighbor. I went to Jacob Needleman, What is God speech at Powell's, and citrus scent offering, happiness. Something Mankind 1 through 19. Okay, maybe I'll read that better. So I read to the end of Surah 27, the N.J. Dawood translation, and listened to Amalabhakta Dasa, Canto 6. I just wrote the names once if I started the program and when I finished another canto. Prescribed duties, and Canto 7, The Science of God, was from the 2nd, 1 through 15. Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed, Surah 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. I read page, through 72. The Katha Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, Taittiriya Yaka Upanishad. Watched the Great World Religions, Hinduism, the next 4 in the series. On the 3rd, I listened to the Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Withdrawal of the Cosmic Creation, read through page 73 through 230. The Bayan al-Quran, Dr. Israr Ahmed, 59 through 60.